Today we create shader chatbots by copying and pasting. You might be familiar with Gemini, ChatGPT, or LeChat. You may notice that they tend to be a jack of all trades and a master of none. But we can make them a jack of some trades and a master of one. OpenAI calls this a custom GPT, Google calls it a Gemini gem, and Mistral calls it an agent. These require a couple of things: text instructions and files in the form of text documents, PDFs, audio, video, or images. To make this simple, I've created ShaderCells with 2 L's. ShaderCells is a GitHub repository that contains the files you need to copy and paste your way into creating these things. To not waste your time, here's a time lapse of me using ShaderCells to create a Gemini gem. So now we're in our entry-level nightmare. We need to create a shader that rotates the screen's hue over time. Gemini, create me a shader that rotates the screen's hue over time. And let's watch it cook. It's analyzing the instructions and documents. So now we see the correct implementation of the shader, a proper include, and a proper uniform creation. We do see some incorrect attributions here. It's just saying source. When you do use these kind of shaders, I do recommend you to use them at a personal level first, and then look over if you see any code that looks suspiciously well optimized, and to research them manually and cite them back into your generated code. So now that we have our code, we just need to click copy code, click this tab, Control V, Control S, and launch a familiar game. So now we're in our game. We will test the shader to see if it works. Alt F2, and there we go, we got slot.fx. And we see that the shader works. Our large language model created a working ReShade shader. But this is a simple hue rotation shader, so it may fail on more sophisticated techniques, but so far, so good. So that's all for this video. Please comment your feedback and suggestions for a future video. Now, speaking of future video, I'm thinking about making a video on how to use Claude, Gemini CLI, or Mistral's Vibe to help with shader programming. Because we've reached 500 subscribers, YouTube has opened the community tab for this channel, so feel free to post your feedback, any questions, and what you would want for a future video. And feel free to talk about other things in the community tab as long as we're all following YouTube rules, because I do want to keep this channel alive. And that is all. Thank you for watching, subscribing, liking, disliking, and hating.